Alright guys, welcome back. It's your boy Kegs with another Black Projects breakdown. Today we're going over Project Aurora. Obviously this is from the late 80s, early 90s. And yeah, we'll dive in, and I have some somewhat newly declassified information into this that is easily substantiated and somewhat interesting about how black projects function in general. That'll be at the end of the video. Once again, everyone, don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that noti bell. It helps us out a bunch and lets you know when we put out more content. So, Aurora, a name synonymous with secrecy, speculation, and the unconfirmed. For decades, Black Project Aurora has been the subject of intense fascination and intrigue within military circles and aerospace enthusiasts. Often referred to as a black project due to its covert nature, Aurora is rumored to be a next-generation, highly classified aircraft allegedly developed by the United States during the Cold War era. The aircraft is thought to be capable of unprecedented speeds and stealth capabilities, potentially operating at hypersonic velocities. But, despite numerous theories, leaks, and conspiracy theories, Aurora's existence remains officially unconfirmed by the U.S. government. Yet, the mystery surrounding it has only fueled further speculation. The name Aurora first entered the public lexicon in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The earliest hint came from a 1990s report by aviation writer Bill Sweetman in Aviation Week in Space Technology, where he claimed the U.S. had developed a secret aircraft capable of hypersonic flight. The aircraft, he said, was called Aurora, a project with an unknown purpose but an exceptionally advanced technological profile. In 1990, a supposed sighting over Nevada Test and Training Range, commonly known as Area 51, fueled the rumors. Several civilian pilots reported seeing a strange triangular craft flying at altitudes and speeds that were not typical for known military jets. A few years later, Air Traffic Control Communications in Southern California purportedly recorded a series of mysterious sonic booms, which further contributed to the mounting speculation about Project Aurora. A key piece of the puzzle came from U.S. government's budget documents. In 1990, a leaked document showed a $455 million allocation under a line item labeled Aurora, though it was heavily redacted and never confirmed by the government. This financial hint led many to conclude that a project was indeed underway, but its true nature, as expected, is classified. The Aurora program is thought to have focused on a variety of groundbreaking technologies that would put it ahead of anything known to the public. Some of the most widely speculated features include hypersonic flight capabilities, which are speeds exceeding Mach 5, which is about 3,800 miles per hour. This would make it faster than almost any other aircraft in the world, including the SR-71 Blackbird, which holds the speed record for a manned aircraft at Mach 3.2. The ability to fly at such speeds would allow Aurora to conduct reconnaissance or strike missions without being detected, making it an unparalleled tool in the military's arsenal. Now, I would like to point out that someone I'm going to be mentioning later on in the video did state on record that the 3.2 was the standard speed of the Blackbird, but if they felt threatened, they were fully authorized to jump to Mach 3.3. Doesn't sound like much, but that's like 25 to 2,800 miles per hour with quick math in my head. So, even today, we don't know the full capabilities of the SR-71. So 3.2 being the old speed record with an obvious, calling themselves out. 3.3 being the if they felt threatened, they were fully allowed to accelerate to it. Can they push past it? I wasn't able to verify that. The highest number I have myself for SR-71 Blackbird is 3.3. So, moving on. Aurora is often described as possessing extremely advanced stealth capabilities, likely utilizing technology far beyond that of the B-2 Spirit or F-117 Nighthawk. It is speculated that the aircraft would be able to operate undetected by radar, infrared sensors, and other detection systems, allowing it to infiltrate highly protected airspace and engage in surveillance and strike operations with little to no risk of interception. Now, I would like to point out for a moment that our F-22 Raptor is called a stealth bumblebee because its radar cross-section is about the size of a bumblebee. Probably a little bit bigger, but that's what they like to akin it to as a joke. So, even by today's standards, somewhat recent, obviously the Raptor's been around for a minute, I don't think in the late 80s, early 90s, we were necessarily getting into something that could completely disappear from radar. It seems a little far-fetched to me. But who knows? These are black projects. Many reports and sightings describe Aurora as having a triangular or diamond-shaped airframe similar to the TR-3A Astra, which is also supposed to be a black project aircraft. These triangular shapes are believed to be a function of the craft's low radar cross-section and stealth profile, though no visual evidence has definitively confirmed this design. Perhaps the most intriguing speculation centers around the propulsion system, which the focus has been on jet engines or even scramjets, and a few theories suggest that Aurora might use advanced fusion-powered engines or some sort of anti-gravity technology, allowing it to achieve speeds that would otherwise be impossible with conventional propulsion systems. These technologies, if they exist, could revolutionize both aviation and space exploration. The theoretical ability of Aurora to fly at hypersonic speeds makes it an ideal candidate for launching high-speed missiles or conducting deep strike operations. If Aurora exists, it's speculated that it could deploy payloads like nuclear weapons or other highly classified munitions against distant targets with little risk of actual interception. Now, while direct evidence of the Aurora aircraft remains elusive, kind of like the Loch Ness Monster, because old Nessie don't like to give up her secrets, there have been numerous incidents and sightings that continue to fuel belief in its existence. Here are some of the most notable events that can be attributed to Black Project Aurora. In 1989, a series of sonic booms were reported in Southern California. These booms were out of the ordinary because they occurred over a long stretch of time and had unusual frequencies, leading many to speculate that a new aircraft capable of extreme speeds was involved. Some of these booms were even detected by the seismograph stations and military radars. Several UFO sightings during the 1990s described triangular or diamond-shaped craft flying at high speeds and often at low altitudes. These descriptions eerily match the rumored design of Project Aurora. The most famous of these incidents occurred in Belgium, where dozens of eyewitnesses reported seeing a triangular craft perform maneuvers that conventional aircraft could not replicate. Now, that sounds suspect to me off the get. This is my own subjective reasoning. If we're looking to replace the SR-71, I don't see why we're operating at such low altitudes that people can be like, oh, hey, look, there's a weird-looking craft right there. I mean, the only reason I can see them be flying low and fast like that is if they had some kind of an issue. Even then, I would think they'd still stay in like a, well, they'd have to go 10,000 or under, I suppose. They had an issue with their oxygen tanks on board or something, so who knows. And perhaps the most significant sighting occurred over Nevada's Area 51. Pilots from commercial and military aircraft reported seeing a mysterious craft flying at high speeds and performing impossible maneuvers. These reports match the profile of an advanced triangular craft, furthermore cementing theories of Aurora's existence. The U.S. government has consistently denied the existence of Project Aurora. However, the secrecy surrounding black projects like Aurora is typical of the Pentagon's approach to highly classified initiatives. Black projects often involve excessive compartmentalization, meaning very few individuals, even within the military, are privy to all the details of the project. This ensures that information is not leaked and also contributes to the mystery and creates opportunities for speculation. In 1997, U.S. Air Force spokesman Wendell Ogg, in response to growing questions about Project Aurora, famously stated, "We do not have any information on any aircraft or system named Aurora, nor do we have any information about the aircraft you are referring to." This flat-out denial done little to quell the rumors. In fact, some believe that the government is deliberately hiding facts to maintain operational secrecy and avoid tipping off potential adversaries. Now, if Aurora does exist, it would represent a significant leap in aviation technology. Some of the engineering hurdles involved would include developing materials capable of withstanding the extreme temperatures generated by hypersonic flight, and that would become a major challenge even in modern day. Hypersonic speeds obviously create extreme heat, which must be managed effectively to avoid any kind of catastrophic failure. Creating a propulsion system capable of achieving and sustaining hypersonic speeds remains a difficult scientific and engineering challenge, again, to present day. And perfecting a radar and heat signature management system capable of evading all modern detection methods would require revolutionary breakthroughs in materials design. In the world of military aviation, few products remain as elusive, controversial, and captivating as Black Project Aurora. While the evidence supporting its existence is circumstantial at best, the sightings, the rumors, and the persistent whispers about its capabilities have ensured it remains one of the most iconic mysteries in aviation history. Whether Aurora represents an actual aircraft developed by the US government or merely a figment of speculation and misidentification phenomena, it continues to stir imagination of aviation enthusiasts, researchers, and conspiracy theorists alike. If Aurora truly exists, it would signal the US possesses technology far ahead of anything known to the public, or perhaps even the rest of the world. Until further concrete evidence emerges, Black Project Aurora will remain a symbol of secretive military innovation, a potential game changer in the aerospace world, and a testament to the lengths which government will go to keep their most advanced projects hidden from the public eye. Okay, now, little fourth wall break. I was able to dig up a little bit of information here. So, the facility director of Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, Ben Rich, and Colonel Buzz Carpenter, who was an SR-71 pilot with over 200 flights and over 60 missions. He was also a black budget manager who created the term Project Aurora. Now, according to Colonel Carpenter, according to Colonel Carpenter, he coined the term Project Aurora to hide some of the production budget for the B-2 Spirit bomber, because the B-2 was going to cost $32 billion in investment and another $32 billion to build 132 bombers. Now, when he built the area to hide the production money, it was meant to look like a new reconnaissance program, but all it was again the production money of the B-2. Now, the fact that both a colonel retired and old facility director have the exact same story either means it's true and we're all simply chasing a phantasm, or it's another lie. So, we still to this day do not know if Project Aurora is simply production money being hidden by the B-2 that was latched onto by a reporter and spread like wildfire, or if there is truly a hypersonic reconnaissance plane hidden in the world today. Who knows? Once again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, listening, and thinking. It's your boy Kegs signing off. Don't forget, one more time, like, subscribe, hit that noti bell, and we will see you next time.